This video is powered by USAGundam. Visit USAGundamstore.com and enter the code JOEY10 to receive 10% off your next purchase. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So a few weeks ago, the lovely man named Scott Taylor sent me a surprise package in the mail. And in that package was an assortment of new paints that he has. These paints are not currently available in the US yet. They will be, I believe, first quarter or so next year. And you can, of course, get them through USA Gundam Store as always. But these paints are the new Advance line, not Advanced, Advance line from SMS. And what these are non-pre-thinned paints. So these are paints that you thin yourself, and then you spray from there. So basically what he's done is given you the freedom to do whatever you want with these paints. So you can thin them down for multiple reasons or multiple ways, spray at the pressure that you want by thinning them how you want, stuff like that. So what I wanted to do is do a little demonstration with these in this of, I'm going to thin it down. Of course, I'm probably not going to show the testing of thinning it down, but I will let you guys know what the optimal experience is whenever I thin it to a certain degree. So basically what I'm going to start with is 1 to 1.5, which is what I usually start all of my lacquer paints with. So I'm going to start off by thinning it 1 to 1.5, testing it out, and I'm going to test it out a couple different ways and show you guys what worked best for me, which in turn would hopefully work best for you. So kind of cutting out the middleman and showing you what I get as results with what I thin it at. Probably going to be 1 to 1.5, maybe 1 to 1 and maybe 1 and 2, but we will see, and I will surely let you know or later on in this video. But first, I'm going to, of course, go over all the paints that he sent. And then instead of doing spoon tests, I'm going to do something a little bit more unique and fun. So let's head over to the desk and I will show you what he sent. So as you can see, he sent me a very wide range of paints here and quite a lot of them. So on this side, as you can see, are our base colors or solids. And on this side, we have a lot of metallics. Now, the metallics are a little different in this line where the advanced metallics all have a really, really fine particle to them, which in turn will end up with a very, very fine finish. And of course, as you can see here, they are quite a bit smaller than your normal pre-thinned bottle of paint, but that is to be expected as you thin these paints, so therefore they are concentrate, so you have to thin them out, which in turn, I'm kind of curious to see how much I'll actually get out of a full bottle of this after thinning it, say 1 to 1.5, if it'll actually, surpass this bottle here. But as you can see here, we have lime green, ocean blue, advanced black, advanced dark brown, we got mandarin, crimson, obsidian. Now take a look at this obsidian, if it will actually focus in on it. Don't know if you can see that or not, but it's like a metallic black, and that is very intriguing to me. There it is. Look at that. So this paint particular is very, very intriguing to me. We have zinc, which is also a very shiny paint. Very sparkly. We have advanced copper, which is also very, very nice. Rich gold, as you can see here. Platinum. And dark copper, which is a shade darker of the same, of that copper basically. So very, very neat colors. These you can see a little bit better just as they sit, but the colors that I really want to test out are the Advance Crimson and Advance Obsidian together. I rarely do black and red together. I think the Astray is probably one of the only times I've done that. But for some reason, this color just strikes me. It's such a vibrant red. It's so pretty. And I think that it would go really cool and well with this obsidian. So now raises the question what it is I'm actually going to be painting. And the answer is the Mewtwo. These Pokemon kits are actually perfect for little tests like this, as they're really simple to put together and pretty simplistic in colors. So as you can see, Mewtwo here is in 2 different colors, and I will be using 2 different colors. So basically I'm thinking about using the red on the tail and the belly, and using the obsidian over top of the advanced black. This is a gloss black, so I figure that would be a perfect base, and to test out a little bit more of the paint for the obsidian for basically everything else. Now, if you have watched the video in the past, you would know that this is actually the Mewtwo that I built alongside my oldest daughter, Michaela. It was her first build, so I'm not actually going to be painting this one. And I actually went and picked up a new one so that I can actually start fresh and paint it from there without having to do anything with this one, as I want to keep this one just like it is, to keep those memories and stuff. All right, so let's get painting. All right, now that the painting testing is all done, here you can see the final result of the Mewtwo painted up in the obsidian, the black, and the crimson. And I wanted to do a little bit of a comparison so you can see the original here to the left and the newly painted one here to the right. Now, I didn't do anything with the eyes because, as stated before, this is basically a canvas for the paints to go on for a paint test, so I really wasn't going to go into huge detail with this thing. I just basically wanted to get the colors down on the kit, and I figured it would be a little bit more interesting to watch than just doing, say, spoon tests. That seems a little bit simple, so this was something a little bit more interesting. But as you can see, we're going to take a little closer look here at the Mewtwo himself. And all I did was just a quick layer of gloss over the paint just to seal it in and give it a nice uniform gloss coating and to bring out that obsidian. And you can see in the light that goes from just a gloss black to almost, like I said before, a metallic gloss black. It's really, really neat color. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but in person under the light, it changes almost to like a bluish tint. Maybe it's the craziest looking color. There's like multiple colors in there, but it's very cool looking. A little bit of lint there. Gives it a really neat effect. You can see it really nice there on the chest. And then the red came out awesome. Nice vibrant red there, that crimson is. And it's very nice and durable, very scratch resistant, as SMS paints tends to be. And of course, as you can see, the coverage is really, really good. Even that red, I put that over gray, and it's still super vibrant. Over white would be even more vibrant, of course, but the fact that I put it over gray and it's still this vibrant and honestly still looks exactly like it does in the bottle, that's some really good coverage. Of course, the black, and then I just went over with one coat of the obsidian over top of the black. Of course, the more that you put on, the more that obsidian is probably going to stand out. But as this being just a paint test, this was me being the first time, using these colors. I was just testing it out. So I think it actually came out really well for what it is. The paints are very fun to use, and I highly suggest them. They're right up there to me with Mr. Color and Gaia and all that. I mean, you thin them how you want, and you spray them how you want. All right, so that's going to do it for my paint review on the SMS Advance line. Lovely paints. They are super easy to use, as SMS usually is, but you get great results with them. So as stated before, 1 to 1.5 was a little too thin to my liking. It's still covered very well at 1 to 1.5, but it just required maybe like one more coat of paint to get that nice full coverage that you wanted. When I dialed it down to 1 to 1, it went a whole lot faster and a whole lot better of a coverage for me. So I guess my suggestion would be 1 to 1, 20 psi. Start from there, and you can always fine tune it to your own liking after that. Awesome paints. Highly suggest these paints. They're basically going to be running neck and neck with companies like Mr. Hobby and Gaia. They're just as durable. They are just as fun to spray. Their coverage is just as well. And as far as like metallics, like that obsidian, they're super fine. I mean, that's a super fine metallic. It goes on well, and these things were actually really easy to clean out of my airbrush. That's always a plus too. Whenever you're in the groove of things and you're wanting to switch colors, the last thing you want to do is take forever to, get that color out of your airbrush and get a new one in. So, it was really quick to come out of the airbrush and get cleaned out, and at the very end, it was really easy to clean my airbrush. Great coverage, great durability, fun to spray, and easy to clean the airbrush at the end. So what else could you ask for, right? So as always, I'm going to put a link in the description below to where you can go get some SMS Advance of your own. And as always, a like and subscribe would be appreciated if you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next one.